Hello, everyone. Um, today we're going to talk about vertiliner and how autonomous systems are enabling sustainability on vertical transportation systems, commonly known as elevator systems. So, okay. Okay. So, Vertiliner is a deep tech startup established in 2020 in Athens, Greece. We are aiming to automate the inspection services in indoor applications of assets and infrastructure with the power of robotics and artificial intelligence. The advance of artificial intelligence and machine learning in conjunction with the advancement of with the continuous needs of cities in order to optimize and make more efficient their processes, they have caused in the robotic sector a great impact, making it to want to disrupt more and more activities on the daily life as we live them in an urban environment. This has shaped the mission and the vision of the company. Our mission is to bridge the digital gap that exists today between the physical assets within the building, meaning, for example, the building asset of an elevator shaft, on how these inspection activities will be joined with the assets and infrastructure. This is going to be the joining link with our vision, which is focusing on how these activities are going to be connected with the Industry 4 processes. So, as an example, I will give you the example of the elevator shafts and how these, from the moment that they are being constructed, are linked to the manufacturing process of the elevator system, and how it can become through an automated process. We construct the building in different phases, and as we can see, these monitoring activities are spanning in all the phases of a building's life cycle, starting from the moment that the building is going to be constructed, moving to the operational phase of the building, and lasting up to the end of life phase of the building. So we construct the buildings in different phases, but only when the main structure has been completed, the contractors and manufacturers of the elevator system are physically visiting the project site in order to take measurements and make inspections. Within 10 years of experience in the verticals of the construction sector, I work with project engineers and managers in more than 25 countries, experiencing firsthand the struggles that they face when they want to inspect and assess an elevator shaft. During these activities, they will have to get access in hard-to-reach areas and acquire information that they have to communicate in different means, in text messages, Excel sheets, and other kind of recordings. This is causing a lot of inconsistencies on the outcomes of these inspection services, and also a lot of inefficiencies. We come to solve this problem with a solution that consists of, first of all, a custom-made autonomous robotic drone that operates in the indoor environment of buildings, acquiring data from the environment, an artificial intelligence software data analytics tool that is analyzing on this information with the highest possible density of data, and also a web dashboard that visualizes actionable information on a ready-to-use format for contractors and manufacturers. The impact of our solution starts by decreasing the cost of the data acquisition compared to conventional ways of measurements. These results in time efficiencies, since the engineers does not have to visit physically the project site, and this is increasing the safety factor to 100%, since they are going to be able to connect all this information from the convenience of their office. Last but not least, the CO2 footprint is reaching the maximum levels, since what we are doing is we are eliminating the necessity of engineers to physically visit the project site multiple times. So far, we have attracted great interest from the key players of the elevator industry. We have been able to receive grants on a national, regional, and international level. We have been able to run our first paid pilots in the last two months, and we have expanded the pilots with adoption customers in more than 12 cities. The timeline of our achievement starts in 2019, 1 year before we incorporate, when we qualified in the top 10 teams on the MIT competition. We have received the Seal of Excellence from the European Commission. After our establishment, we have been able to file a patent in the European Patent Office and participate in reputable accelerators and incubators programs, also being a member of the EIT Mobility Cluster. We have been able also to qualify in the top 30 teams of the Grand Challenge in South Korea that has been organized by the Ministry of Startups and Innovation. And following the grants that we have received from European projects focusing on robotic activities for inspection and maintenance, we became a member of high reputable associations. Two milestones of our progress so far as part of our collaboration pipeline is including our collaboration with the construction company from Italy called De Cinque, where has provided us with the operations of streamlining the procurement phase for the elevator systems, and Ansenco, a service provider for elevator systems, where we are collaborating with for the purposes of digitalizing the elevator shaft on their behalf. Our business model is based on the robotics as a service and marketplace as a service, since the revenues that we are receiving are based on the volume, the quality of the data sets that we provide to our potential clients. So all this information from the drone is being uploaded to the platform. This platform provides access to construction companies, elevator service providers, and elevator manufacturers. So from the moment that we're going to be able to create this marketplace, we're going to be able to expand and operate our web dashboard as a marketplace for data services referring not only to elevator systems but also to other systems on mechanical, electrical, and plumbing sector. The elevator sector is a big one to have. For the new installation, we have estimated that could start with a serviceable obtainable market of $5 million, and our vision expands to the visual inspection of existing installation of elevators with a total addressable market of $8.4 billion. The team that is capable to achieve these goals consists of 3 business professionals and 3 robotic engineers with experience in robotic deployments and commercial activities. The project is continuously supported by a set of 4 advisors for technical, financial, and robotic matters. One of the greatest areas that our solution is addressing are particular targets on the Sustainable Development Goals as these have been set by the United Nations. I will mention a few: the decrease of the CO2 emissions and the working environment that provides the sustainable ground for the long-term basis on smart cities. We see the future, and we are working on it, as a part of the smart cities where all these inspection activities and assessment activities on the indoor application systems are going to be fully automated without the involvement of any human interaction. This could have a highest impact on the high-rise buildings, and we are in a city where the majority of the buildings are high-rise. Currently, an estimation of the running elevator systems brings this number to 25 million globally, and the high-rise buildings from this amount is 3.5 million. So imagine that in order to conduct visual inspection in these elevator systems, this is how we do it for the last 100 years. We have elevator engineers that they have to climb on the top of the cabin and conduct visual inspection approximately 5 to 7 times per year. This is still happening manually, and apart from the obvious dangers that these activities include, is also provide other kind of inefficiencies on the operational part. We want to change these, and we want to replace it with these activities on a fully automated basis, where the autonomous drone will be able to visually inspect on a frequent basis the particular components and areas of the elevator system, and this will allow us also to remotely conduct this kind of activities by decreasing the CO2 footprint, increasing the safety level in the elevator shaft, and in collaboration with other IoT tools to have a holistic view on the operational level of this core system. To wrap up, I would like to highlight the importance of elevator systems. Imagine that Dubai could not be a sustainable city if we didn't have elevator systems at all. We have these applications that enabling sustainable mobility within the urban environment, and as a startup company in Vertliner, we are looking to empower the integration of these technologies into this so much traditional industry. In order to make this project a reality and go on without any disruptions, we are seeking for $550,000 as part of a fundraising campaign that is going to be combined with funds from the EIC Accelerator program. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm inviting you to join us on the journey of automating verticals of the construction industry with the power of robotics and artificial intelligence. Thank you so much.